NPPGov provides nationwide public cooperative procurement solutions while exceeding member and vendor expectations. Fire Rescue GPO is a program of NPPGov providing fire departments and its members access to publicly solicited contracts with national volume pricing from vendors like you who supply goods and services to the fire industry. If we could show you how to sell more in less time with less paperwork, is that something you'd be interested in learning more about? Let's review a typical municipal purchasing cycle. When looking simplistically at the steps or stages for a typical municipal purchase cycle, there are 4 primary steps. The first step is to define the needs of the municipality or the department. The second is to write the specs or specifications for those needs. Typically, the third stage is to conduct an RFP on behalf of the municipality, and the fourth stage is to place the order for the needs defined in the first stage. By now, I am sure you are asking yourself, how are we going to change this municipal process? As you look at these stages of this purchasing cycle, there are 3 primary stages which you can affect, with one stage having the greatest impact on shortening the time of this process. The steps that you can legally influence in this process is to replace the customer's own RFP process with the use of a cooperative agreement. Since the solicitation process for a cooperative agreement has already been conducted and awarded, this awarded contract can then be used by multiple municipalities rather than just one single agency. It saves time for both you as the supplier as well as the procurement team who need to serve the various needs of their customer departments. Please keep in mind that the use of cooperative purchasing agreements is legal by statute in 50 states. So with all of this being said, imagine in that municipal purchasing cycle, you take the RFP process out of the equation from a time standpoint and insert the use of a cooperative purchasing agreement like yours. Look what it does to the time between defining the needs of the customer and placing the order. Now that you understand how you can affect the buying cycle time for your municipal customers, now let's review what other benefits cooperative purchasing provides to you with your municipal customers. The overall benefit to you, first and foremost, is the shortening of the sales cycle. Shortening of the sales cycle allows you additional time to sell to other customers and additional products. A secondary benefit is that the NPPGov agreement replaces the customer's own RFP process, resulting in you having to process less RFP paperwork, ultimately saving you time and money in the process. The third benefit to you is that your customer gets the product they want without them having to justify why they don't want a lowest bidder's product from their own RFP process, thus keeping your customer happy. Now that you understand why you should use cooperative purchasing agreements in your territory, let's discuss how you actually leverage those agreements with your customers to effect these changes. Early in the sales process, the first step in leveraging the NPPGov agreement is to sit down with your customer and get a feel for their understanding and usage of cooperative purchasing agreements in the past. This will help you gauge the education and work needed to get your customer to use a cooperative agreement. Vendors who are successful with the use of cooperative agreements start the discussion of cooperative agreements with their customers very early in the sales process. By starting the discussion early, you give your customer time to understand the process and become comfortable with their use. It also gives you time to highlight other departments in their area who may have used the agreement to their benefit. The next step in the process of using the NPPGov agreement is to provide your customer with a copy of the contract overview. The contract overview will help your customer understand the terms of the agreement, the products that are on contract, any discounts associated with your products or services, and how to get involved with NPP Gov if they're not already a member. At this point, it is also a good idea to include your NPP Gov regional manager in the process so that they can help you navigate the cooperative purchasing waters with your customer. The map displayed is available to you as a reference upon request. At times, your customers ask questions or need additional documents that we can provide very quickly and easily on your behalf, thereby shortening the time frame to get the process completed and keep the whole sales process moving. The last step in this process is for you to work within the guidelines of your organization for how to record the NPP Gov agreement use in your company's system. In many cases, an order or customer is flagged as an NPP Gov member, and as such, those sales get recorded in your system. Please remember to also include your customer's NPP Gov member number, which can be obtained from your customer or from one of our regional managers. If you should have any questions about the use of our agreement within your company, please ask your manager how your organization tracks NPP Gov sales. Thank you for partnering with NPP Gov to allow us to provide our contracts to your customers to enhance your sales.